What's up, everybody? This is Keith the Zap Man with New Jack Swing Forever. Today is a very, very special day. I really don't know if it gets any bigger than this, because tonight we are sitting with the undisputed king of New Jack Swing. That's Mr. Teddy Riley himself. Check it out, y'all. Worldwide for you right there. He is styling and profiling. Wow. All right. Teddy, Doc, I tell you, I'm so glad to be doing this with you, man. You just don't know, just having your face, man, and blessing us, you know, with your presence on New Jack Swing Forever. This is like, this site is literally the epitome of what you do, what you've done, what you continue to do, and who you are as a person, as an artist, as someone who's forged new territory doing this, man. So we really appreciate this, man, you know.
Well, again, thanks for having me. And,
Doc.
We're looking to help build, you know, people, you know, and teams and entities like this to keep this music going forever.
That's what it's about, man.
You know.
Literally, New Jack Swing Forever, Doc. So get ready, Doc, because we're going to use up all this tape tonight. My famous intro, first of all, I really do want to thank Andrew Knight again. He's the CEO, he's the founder. I want to thank him for the vision and the opportunity of bringing me aboard. NewJackSwingForever.com is a website dedicated to that period of R&B between 1988 and 1995, approximately. And again, when you talk about that period, certainly we talk about none other than Mr. Teddy Riley. Let me do this. What is your let me put it like this. What is your real full name?
My real full name is Edward Theodore Riley Jr. II.
Wow. So it's kind of like Teddy to the second power.
Yeah.
It is Edward.
To the next level.
To the next level, another level. So it is Edward Theodore?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, because I read that somewhere online, and I didn't know if that was true or not.
That's
wow. Okay.
Very true.
Cool like that. Can you, I'm sitting here talking with Teddy Riley, but can you describe New Jack Swing and who coined the term?
Well, New Jack Swing was a title that was given to me by Barry Michael Cooper.
Okay.
And I actually took it as, you know, the new kid on the block that's swinging it.
Okay.
And it became a category of music and a style of music, which I didn't think it was going to actually get into, you know, a style. I can't really describe it because it says a whole lot, you know, not only for the music, but the culture, the style, the upbringing, and of most of the people that came in the industry that followed my music and followed me as a producer. So not only just a producer or just an artist can be a New Jack Swinger, but a fan can be a New Jack Swinger as well.
Definitely.
So, and I don't call them fans, I call them friends.
There you go.
But you know, it's for everybody, because in that era and still going, you know, people dress New Jack Swing. People, you know, carry themselves like New Jack Swingers, the freshest kid. So that's what it's about. And I just think that, you know, even the name New Jack City came from New Jack Swing.
Definitely.
And it developed not just the New Jack City, New York, but there's a New Jack City everywhere. There's a hood in every city. Right. So it's a New Jack City.
And being a native Angelino, I can tell you. And definitely New Jack Swing certainly had his own culture. I remember the certain hairstyles, certain way you dressed, the black medallions at that time were real popular in the late 80s, early 90s, you know. So it was certainly a culture trend, you know. These are things we've taken some questions from our readers or our online community around the world, so I'll certainly get to those. One of the ones we got, where did Yup Yup come from, and how do you spell it?
Yup Yup, Y-E-P.
Ah, so it's an E. We didn't know if it was Yup, like Y-U-P, or Yip, or Y-I-P. Okay, so it's Yup.
A lot of people say Y-U-P. It's Y-E-P, Y-E-P. That's what we had put as far as the lyrics. Yup Yup. You know, we kind of spell it New Jack Swing style.
Okay.
It's almost like Clinton following the funk and how he, you know, his language and, you know, his slang. Right. You know, it's our slang.
Is it the equivalent of James Brown saying, like, ain't it funky, or something like that?
Exactly.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it was never a word until he said it, and then people started spelling it however they spell it. Right. But, you know, that's just James Brown You know, coming up with his own slang, and New Jack Swing always had a slang.
So it's yep. All right, YEP. What are some of your favorite musical influences, past and present? And I know we could spend all night. You know, we talked earlier about Charlie Wilson.
Well, I followed a lot of the legend artists like Charlie Wilson, Roger Troutman, Johnny Guitar Watson, Wah Wah. Did I say Roger Troutman?
Mm-hmm.
I said that.
Definitely.
I thought I did.
Yeah. Not a problem.
I have to say him again because he's a big part of my life, and you know, I took what he's done even to the next level and continuing with it, which is the talk box.
Yes. Yes.
And then we have Michael Jackson, Prince, Rod Stewart, Phil Collins. I just follow a lot of the major, Tom Jones, the Rolling Stones, Kiss.
Wow.
Did I say George Clinton?
Yeah.
I did.
That's okay.
I had to say him again.
Yeah, again, right.
I said Stevie Wonder?
Yeah. You're eclectic like me, yeah.
Okay. The Winans, Mighty Clouds of Joy, John P. Key.
Wow.
Gladys Knight.
Yeah.
Who actually, she's the one who made me say I want to be in the music industry.
Really?
Yeah, because she picked me up on the stage.
No kidding.
At the Apollo. I was age 5, sick, and I still wanted to go to the Apollo to see the performance. And she sung, I think it was Neither One of Us. And she picked me up on the stage, and I got the pleasure to see her while I was working on the Winans. She came to the studio with Barry Hankerson, and I remind her of that day. She's the cause of me saying I want to be in the music industry and I want to be in show business. Yes.
Well, you got the Gladys Knight touch. I mean,
I lived right around the corner from the Apollo, and I had the pleasure to see Luther Vandross. You know, God bless him.
Yeah.
I had the pleasure to see him perform on stage. I had the pleasure to see Barry White, Marvin Gaye, Joe Tex, Johnny Taylor,
legends.
Who else? Otis Redding, The Temptations. I was backstage at the 25th, the very first Motown annual show where Michael Jackson performed. I got to talk to the Temptations, and I had the pleasure to really remind them of that as well.
Wow.
I was this little kid backstage asking them everything. How'd you get into this? How you got started and just everything. I went to the school literally across the street from the Apollo backstage.
No kidding.
Harriet
in New York, yeah. Wow.
PS 154. And I used to stand at the fence. I never played with the kids. I used to stand at the fence to see who would come out backstage when we had lunchtime. We went in the yard to play, and I stood at the fence and watched who came out.
That is amazing.
I got a chance to see, I don't know if people were familiar with Apollo back in the day, but if you are familiar with Apollo and you go back with the Apollo, they used to have a movie scene first, and they had the movie, they show a movie, and then afterwards they'd take the screen up, which is one of the famous places that had the screen that goes up, and after that you would see who performed.
Wow.
You see the performance of James Brown, or someone would just come out, and people would just be so delighted by seeing a movie, and then afterwards seeing the performance.
Yeah.
So I had the chance to see Save the Children.
Incredible.
You ever heard of Save the Children?
Vaguely, yes.
Movie where Marvin Gaye had the whole soundtrack.
Vaguely, yes.
Yeah. Save the Children was like a documentary that really helped kids get through life. And it really saved us in our generation.
Wow.
You know, and, you know, based from all the corruption and stuff that was going on in the hood and the ghetto, Save the Children was that film that everyone actually remember. Even my DJ, who DJs with me, with Guy.
Yes,
we were raised together as babies. And his name is Steve, cut technician.
Okay.
And he and I, we remember that day going to PS 154. And we have another buddy of ours, our best friend, Allison Crumity. And he was tribute to all of that as well. And that's what kept us going and living past 30. Because most of our friends didn't live past 30.
Okay.
We have other friends that actually are with us, but we were the three to know. We had a bet going who would make it in music, and they would make it in baseball first.
No kidding.
And it's so crazy. These guys came into the music business.
Wow.
Yeah. So Cut Neck Technician, he actually DJs, and he's a DJ professor for a lot of DJs.
Well, you know, I heard him, and when you guys did a show about 3 weeks ago at the Vault 350 here in like Long Beach, and he was awesome.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Yeah, he was awesome. He was like right on cue. You would just like barely move your hand or whatever, and he was just right there with you.
With his eyes closed. He's done battles, won many battles. A lot of people look up to him as the New Jack Swing.
Wow, the Cut Technician. And you know, maybe we should explain right now. If you do hear laughter in the background, Teddy has his son. But how old is your son?
I'm super dad.
You're super dad.
2 years old, and you know, I get the pleasure to have him for the summer. And
that's wonderful.
Spend time with him, and
that's wonderful. You know, that's what it's about, man. That's old school, right there.
It's actually my first.
Oh,
first time having him. This is my first year, whole year away from Virginia.
Wow.
Moved here to California just to get into the film business and get into more business.
There you go.
Which I'm happy being here. So
good deal. We glad to have
him
you.
Coming here just make me even more happier to create more stuff and things and do more business.
Yeah. And I should explain, Jack, I don't know if you'll be able to pan somewhat, but we are literally on Teddy's tour bus or studio bus as we speak. So that's a good thing. So, his son's in the back, laughing all that. He's being tickled or something like that,
Yeah.
How many musical instruments do you play?
I play keyboards.
1,
percussion,
2, 3,
bass,
4,
guitar, a little.
5.
I started playing trumpet at the age of 6, and went to school playing with the band.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that I can get my hands on.
I figured that.
If I can get my hands on it, trust me, I'll figure it out.